In this video lesson, I am going to discuss to you operations on functions. By definition, let f and g be functions. Their sum, denoted by f plus g, is the function denoted by f plus g of x is equal to f of x plus g of x. Their difference, denoted by f minus g, is the function denoted by f minus g of x is equal to f of x minus g of x. Their product, denoted by f times g, is the function denoted by f times g of x is equal to f of x times the g of x. Their quotient, denoted by f over g, is the function denoted by f over g of x is equal to f of x over g of x, excluding the values of x where g of x is equal to 0. To further understand the operations on functions, we have here examples. We have here function of f, function of p, function of v, function of g, function of h, and the function of t. And we are going to find v plus g of x, f times p of x, f plus t of h, p minus f of x, v over g of x. Let us try first letter A, v plus g of x. By the definition of the sum of two functions, this is equal to v of x plus the g of x. So we are going to substitute the v of x, or the function of v, and that is x squared plus 5x plus 4 plus the function of g, which is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 8. Now let us simplify, combine similar terms. We have here x squared plus x squared, that is 2x squared. We have 5x plus 2x, that is 7x, so plus 7x. And 4 plus negative 8 is negative 4. So you are going to write here minus 4. So v plus g of x is equal to 2x squared plus 7x minus 4. Example B, f times p of x. By the definition, this is the product of two functions. This will become f of x times the p of x. Let us substitute f of x, that is x plus 3, times p of x, that is 2x minus 7. Then multiply x plus 3 by 2x minus 7. Since these are both binomial, you can use the FOIL method. X times 2x, that is 2x squared. X times negative 7, that is negative 7x. 3 times 2x, that is 6x, so plus 6x. 3 times negative 7, that is negative 21, so you will write minus 21. Then simplify, combine like terms. Ang like terms are negative 7x and 6x. So negative 7x plus 6x is negative 1x, or negative x. Then copy 2x squared and yung minus 21. So, f times p of x is equal to 2x squared minus x minus 21. Example C, f plus h of x is equal to, by definition, this will become f of x plus h of x. Substitute f of x, that is x plus 3, plus substitute h of x, that is x plus 7 over 2 minus x. So as you can see, this is in fractional form. So you are going to find the LCD. So ang LCD nito is 1. So we can multiply 1 times 2 minus x. So the LCD is 2 minus x. 2 minus x. 2 minus x. So we can just copy x plus 7 since pareho lang yung denominator. So originally, we have here yung denominator na 1. So 2 minus x times 1 times the numerator. This will become 2 minus x times x plus 3. Kaya naging ganyan. Okay. Equals. Copy the common denominator, 2 minus x. Simplify 2 minus x times x plus 3. So 2 minus x times x plus 3. FOIL method, 2 times x, 2x, 2 times 3, 6, so plus 6. Negative x times x, negative x squared. Negative x times 3, negative 3x. Combine some similar terms, we have 2x minus 3x, that is negative x. Copy plus 6 minus x squared. Let us rearrange. Unahin natin yung negative x squared minus x plus 6. So this will become negative x squared minus x plus 6 plus x plus 7 over 2 minus x. Okay. Copy the common denominator, 2 minus x. Perform the operations sa numerator. Combine like terms. So, copy yung x squared kasi wala siyang kapareho. Negative x plus x is 0. 6 plus 7 is 13. So, negative x squared plus 13 over 2 minus x. Example letter D, p minus f of x. So, this will become p of x minus f of x. Let us substitute p of x, that is 2x minus 7, minus f of x, which is x plus 3. So, x plus 3. This is equal to, subtract like terms, 2x minus x, that is x. Negative 7 minus 3. Negative 7 minus 3. Copy, change. Negative 7 plus negative 3 is 10. So, negative 10. So, this will become x minus 10. Example letter E. V over g of x, this is just equal to v of x over the g of x. V of x, that is x squared plus 5x plus 4. And the g of x is x squared plus 2x minus 8. So in this case, you're going to factor both the numerator and the denominator. Now, let us find the factor or the factors of x squared plus 5x plus 4. So, when factoring trinomials, wherein the leading term is 1, you are going to find a factor of 4 such that the sum is equal to 5. So that is 4 times 1. When you multiply this is equal to 4. When you add these two, that is equal to the middle term, which is 5. So the factor is, or r, x, ito, you'll use 4 plus 4, then you'll use 1, x plus 1. So we can rewrite the numerator as x plus 4 and then x plus 1. Now let us factor the denominator, x squared plus 2x minus 8. Now you have to find the factors of negative 8 such that the sum is positive 2. And that is 4 times negative 2. When you multiply these two, that is negative 8. When you add these two, that is equal to 2. So the factor now will become x, you'll use this 4 plus 4, and x, you will use this negative 2, will become minus 2. This will be now the factor, x plus 4, x minus 2. Now, we can cancel x plus 4. Then, ang matitira is x plus 1 over x minus 2. Hindi pwedeng i-cancel ang x since this is binomial. So, the quotient of v and g, or function of v and function of g, is x plus 1 over x plus 2. Now, let f and g be functions. The composite function denoted by this symbol, and we read this as f of g of x. The process of obtaining a composite function is called function composition. Now, how are you going to simplify this notation? Now, we have here given functions of f, q, g, f, and p. And let us try to find g of f of x. So, in this case, by the definition of the composite function, this is just equal to g of f of x. Now, yung pangalawang function, yan yung magiging, or yun yung isa-substitute natin sa naunang function. So, in this case, f of x, yung isa-substitute sa lahat ng x ng g. Now, ang g of x natin is equal to the square root of x plus 1. And yung f of x natin is equal to 2x plus 1. Meaning, lahat ng x dito sa g of x, papalitan natin ng 2x plus 1 or gagawing 2x plus 1. So, g, itong x magiging 2x plus 1 is equal to the square root of itong x dito, magiging na siyang 2x plus 1 and copy itong plus 1. So, g of 2x plus 1 is equal to the square root of, simplify, combine the like terms. So, ang like terms dito is itong 1 and 1. That is 1 plus 1. So, 2x plus 2. So, wala na tong square root. This is now the final answer. Okay, let us try number 2. F of p of x. This time, p of x is a substitute natin sa function of p. I mean the function of f. So, ang f of x sa given is 2x plus 1. Ang p of x is equal to 2x plus 1 over x minus 1. So, lahat ng x dito sa f of x, papalitan natin nitong 2x plus 1. Yan. So, this will become f of 2x plus 1 over x minus 1 is equal to. So, ito yung 2x. This will become 2 times 2x plus 1 over x minus 1. So, yung katabi ng 2 na x, magiging na siyang 2x plus 1 over x minus 1. Copy plus 1. Then, simplify. I-multiply natin yung 2 sa numerator. So, that is 2 times 2x is 4x. 2 times 1 is 2. So, 4x plus 2. Copy the denominator. Copy yung plus 1. Pwede pa natin siyang i-simplify. 4x plus 2 over x minus 1 plus ang 1, ang number magiging 1 pag magkapareho ang numerator and the denominator. So, x minus 1 over x minus 1. This is just equal to 1. So, kinapi lang natin yung denominator dito para maging similar function. So, copy x minus 1. Perform the operation. 4x plus x is 5x. 2 minus 1 is 1. So, the final answer is 5x plus 1 over x minus 1. For example number 3, we have f of p of 5. By definition, this will become f of p of 5. So, yung f of x natin, this is equal to x plus 1. Yung x natin is naka-floor function. And yung p of x natin is equal to 2x plus 1 over x minus 1. And we are after p of 5. So, you can solve first the p of 5 by substituting 5 to all x of the p of x. So, this will become 2 times 5 plus 1 over 5 minus 1. This is equal to 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1, 11. 5 minus 1 is 4. So, ang p of 5 natin is 11 over 4. So, ito ang isa-substitute natin dito sa f of x. So, f of 11 over 4 is equal to floor function of 11 over 4 plus 1. Ang 11 over 4 is just equal to, in decimal, that is 2.75 plus 1. So, yung greatest integer function of 2.75 is equal to 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. Now, we have here 3 given functions, which is the f of x, the g of x, and the h of x. Let us try to find f minus g of x. So, by definition, this is equal to f of x minus the g of x. Let us substitute f of x, which is 3x squared minus 2x minus 1. Minus the g of x, which is x squared minus 1. So, this is equal to x squared, subtract like terms, x squared minus, 3x squared minus x squared is 2x squared. So, walang term dito containing x, so copy itong minus 2x. Negative 1 minus negative 1 is equal to 0. So, the answer is 2x squared minus 2x. We can factor this by, ang common sa kanila is 2x. So, this will become 2x squared divided by 2x is x. 2x minus 2x is 1. So, minus 1. So, pwedeng 2x squared minus 2x or 2x times x minus 1. From the same given, let us find f of negative 1, g of 2, and h of 0. Let us evaluate first f of negative 1. So, in this case, you will just substitute negative 1 to all x of the function of f. So, this will become 3 times negative 1 squared minus 2 times negative 1 minus 1. Let us simplify first yung may mga exponents. So, this will become negative 1 squared, or negative 1 times negative 1 is equal to 1. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2, so plus 2. Copy minus 1. 3 times 1 is 3, copy plus 2, minus 1. This is equal to 3 plus 2 minus 1 is equal to 4. So, f of negative 1 is equal to 4. Let us solve g of 2. So, in this case, you will evaluate g of x when x is equal to 2. So, we will substitute 2 to all x. So, this will become 2 squared minus 1. This is equal to 2 squared is 4, minus 1 is equal to 3. So, g of 2 is equal to 3. Now, let us find h of 0. H of x is equal to f of x plus the g of x. Let us simplify this first. Your f of x is 3x squared minus 2x minus 1 plus your g of x is x squared minus 1. Now, let us combine similar terms. 3x squared plus x squared is equal to 4x squared. Copy minus 2x. Since wala man na term containing x sa other side, negative 1 plus 1 is negative 2. Now, let us evaluate the function of h when x is 0. So, h of 0 is equal to 4 times 0 squared minus 2 times 0 minus 2. H of 0 is equal to, this will become 0 times 4 is 0, minus 2 times 0 is 0, minus 2. H of 0 is equal to negative 2. Now, let us solve. F of negative 1 times g of 2 times h of 0. F of negative 1 is equal to 4 times your g of 2 is 3 times your h of 0 is negative 2. 4 times 3 times negative 2 is negative 24. Now, let us find g of x over f of x. So, g of x over f of x is equal to x squared minus 1. This is your g of x over f of x 3x squared minus 2x minus 1. So, in this case, we are going to factor the numerator and the denominator. So, as you can see, x squared minus 1, this is difference of two squares. If you could remember the pattern, we can factor this by x plus 1 times x minus 1. And the denominator, x squared minus 2x minus 1. So, to factor this, we have here 3x squared minus 2x minus 1. This is trinomial, wherein the numerical coefficient of x squared is not 1. So, you will multiply the first term and itong last term. 3x squared times negative 1, that is 3x squared or negative 3x squared. Now, you have to factor this or get the factor of negative 3x squared such that the sum is equal to negative 2x, and that is negative 3x times x. When you multiply this, negative 3x times x, that is equal to negative 3x squared. When you add these two factors, that is equal to the middle term or negative 2x. So, after that, this is your step 1. Your step 2 is you will replace 2x or negative 2x by these two factor. So, magiging siyang 3x squared minus 3x plus 1 minus 1. So, i-remove natin si negative 2x. I-replace natin itong nakuhang factors na negative 3x tsaka x. Or, sorry, this is x. So, negative 3x squared minus 3x plus x minus 1. Then, we are going to factor this by grouping. So, 3x squared minus 3x. Then, i-group natin si x minus 1. So, get the greatest common factor of 3x squared and 3x, and that is 3x. The greatest common factor of 3x squared minus 3x is 3x. Now, we divide these two terms by 3x. 3x squared divided by 3x is x. Negative 3x divided by 3x is 1. Or negative 1. So, lalagay natin minus 1. Plus x minus 1. As you can see, pareho yung nasa loob ng parenthesis. So, ikakopy natin yan. Iko-combine natin si 3x and yung imaginary 1 dito plus 1. So, the factor is x minus 1 times 3x plus 1. So, ikakopy natin dito. X minus 1, 3x plus 1. Then, we can cancel x minus 1. So, the result is x plus 1 over 3x plus 1. So, this is now g of x over f of x. From the previous example, we have solved h of x by adding f of x plus the g of x. F of x is 3x squared minus 2x minus 1 plus your g of x, which is x squared minus 1. H of x, this is equal to, yung kaninang sagot natin is 4x squared minus 2x minus 2. So, we have here h of x. Now, we are going to find h of x minus 1. Meaning, you are going to substitute x minus 1 to all x of the function of h. So, let us replace x by x minus 1. So, 4 x minus 1, copy yung squared. Minus 2, replace natin yung x by x minus 1. Copy minus 2 equals. Let us simplify first itong naka-exponent. So, x minus 1 squared, this is just x minus 1 times itself. So, pwede tayo mag-FOIL method. X times x is x squared. X times negative 1 is negative x. Negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Combine like terms, x squared, negative x, minus x is negative 2x plus 1. So, i-replace natin ito. 4 times x squared minus 2x plus 1. Then, distribute negative 2 dito sa parenthesis. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 1 is 2. Copy minus 2. Then, distribute natin si 4 sa parenthesis. 4 times x squared is 4x squared. 4 times negative 2x is negative 8x. 4 times 1 is 4. Copy minus 2x plus 2 minus 2. Combine similar terms. So, walang kapareho si 4x squared. So, 4x, copy lang. 8x or negative 8x. Then, si negative 2x. Negative 8x minus 2x, this is equal to negative 10x. So, minus 10x. Ang similar naman, si 4, si plus 2, si minus 2. 4 plus 2 is 6, minus 2 is 4. So, h of x minus 1 is equal to 4x squared minus 10x plus 4. Okay, now let us find f of 3 plus g of 2. So, we are going to simplify first or solve f of 3. So, f of 3 is equal to, from the function of f, all x will become 3. So, 3 times 3 squared minus 2 times 3 minus 1. So, uunahin yung naka-exponent, 3. 3 squared is 3 times 3, that is 9. Minus 2 times 3 is 6, minus 1. 3 times 9 is 27, minus 6, minus 1. So, 27 minus 6 is 21, minus 1 is 20. So, that is your f of 3. Now, g of 2 is equal to 2 squared minus 1. This is equal to 4 minus 1, and this is equal to 3. So, your g of 2 is equal to 3. Now, to solve for f of 3 plus g of 2, you will just replace f of 3 by 20. So, that is 20. G of 2 is 3. This is equal to 23. So, f of 3 plus g of 2 is equal to 23.